Hello everybody, my name is Laura. Welcome to my channel, Have Coloring Books Will Travel. This is part 2 of my, of the first video that I just did a few minutes ago. My cat was in the video and she wasn't leaving the book. She was sitting on it, so I thought I would just cut it off there. It was a flip through of this book, so this will be part 2 of me using watercolor paint brushes in this book. And this is the page that I decided to start on. So I want to show you guys what paint markers I'm going to use. So sorry about the glare. So what I'm going to use are these Chromatex watercolor brush pens. So in this set, it has 50 vivid unique colors, 4 blending brush pens, handmade real brush tips, blendable, water-based, non-toxic, easily washable, and long-lasting. And on the back of it, you could see all the different colors that are in here. And it says, before using this, please visit www.chromatex.net for tutorials and full instructions on how to use these markers. For any questions or problems, please write to us at info@chromatex.net. They're always here to make sure you get the most out of your markers. Okay, so that's that. And inside is, I'll open it up. I did a swatch card. So this is the swatch card that I did here. Okay, it just says that this is the guarantee. Okay, it just says, with a little note from the founder. It says, we're here to make sure you're 100% satisfied with your art supplies and get the most out of using them. If you have any issues, then contact us through Amazon within 30 days of receiving your product and we'll make it right. That's nice. Okay, and then it comes with this watercolor tutorial pad, and in it has like instructions on how to go to their video and how to paint along. So in here it's got some pictures. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's very light lines. So I just want to show you guys this quickly, where you can paint along with the video using these markers, okay? So it comes with that. This is one page that I tore out that I want to work on at some point. All right. And, okay, so I swatched out the markers. Sorry, I was testing them here. So this is what they look like dry. I don't know if you guys can see. All right, that's what they all look like dry. And I discovered that if it looks kind of dry on the watercolor paper, like this looks really dry, and it actually felt really dry when I put this color down, all you have to do is shake it and the color will come out and look more like this. Okay, not like rough looking like that. Okay, so these are all the colors. There's 50 colors. Okay, I love all the variety of colors in this set. Okay, and then here we go. Here's what they look like when they're swatched, when they're add water to them. I hope you guys can see them all and it's not crooked. Sorry, I'm filming this on my phone, so I'm sorry if it's crooked or whatnot. But anyways, they all turned out really beautiful. Okay, this one, it shows a bit of the mark here, and this one too. I don't know, maybe I pressed too hard here when I put the marker down, but and this one really spread. It must have been too watery when I must have added too much water to it. But I love this ginger color. It looks very beautiful. Okay, and these greens are really nice, like this grass green and emerald green and yellow green. This yellow green is what I used on the other page that I showed you guys in the other video. I used this color and this color and a touch of this color in it. Okay, so there's also a flesh color which looks really nice as well. Okay, so that's the first 30 colors, and then on this one is from 31 to 50. Okay, I love this heron blue, beautiful. This marigold's very beautiful. There's a fluorescent green. And this Bordeaux is very beautiful. And this light violet. So I was very impressed with how smooth they go down on paper and how they work really well. So I'm going to keep the color charts. I know there's not much room here, but you guys probably can't see it. But I'm going to keep the color charts here just above my picture so that I can decide what brushes I want to use and whatnot, and what colors for this page. Okay, so let me just pull this down just a little bit because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. So there's actually 3 trays. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 trays, 50 colors. I'll try to put them all side by side so you guys can see them. And it came with 4 of these water brushes. When you open it up, it looks like this. Okay. And I just realized right now that these have different size tips. Isn't that funny? I just learned something new today, guys. So I'm going to show you guys. This is very interesting. I've only used this set a few times, and I just discovered, where's the lid for that one that I just... Anyways, I'll find it after. So what I discovered is this comes with 4 pens, and all of them have different tips. See that? So this is the one I've been using. No. This is the one I've been using, this size. Okay? And then there's this size. And then there's this size. And there's a square one, which is really appealing to me because I've been wanting to use a square one. So, hey, that makes this set even better. I thought they were all the same size. All the same size tips. So now, I actually want to go put water in all of these. So, if you guys just give me a moment, I will be right back. I'm going to go put water in all these so I can start on this page. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I'm back. And if, because I'm filming on my phone, if my cats interrupt me and I can't, continue, I'll just do another video. And also, if I happen to get a phone call and it ends abruptly, I will, continue in another video, because that's happened a few times before, just so you guys know. So here we go. Here they all are, all filled. All right. And again, I can't find that lid. Oh, here. Right in front of my eyes. Okay, so just going to show you guys the colors real quickly. I don't know if you guys can see all the beautiful colors. Okay. So there's greens. So this is 35 to 50. So there's those colors. And then there's these ones. These are 18 to 34. So some gorgeous oranges. There's an orange and coral, fluorescent orange. It's very, very bright, by the way. And then this one's a dark cyan. Okay. And here we go. These are I call these more of the scenery ones, because this has got a lot of blues and greens in this one. Okay. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm excited to get started on this page. So I think I'm going to start with the grass down here, because that's pretty easy to start with. And I probably won't do this whole page today. I'm going to do it in bits. Okay, so I just want to show you guys what the tips look like. So they look like this. Okay, they're very, very nice to paint with. Okay, and what I do at first is I give it a little shake. And then I don't have my, wait, I gotta get my testing pad. 1 second. I'm not prepared, you guys. I don't know what's the matter with me. Also, I thank you guys for being here with me today. And thank you to all the new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel in the last week. I really appreciate all of you. I hope that you enjoy what you see here. Okay, so that looks good. So what I do is, oopsies. Okay, so let's start. So I start, because I'm right-handed, I start to the left so that I don't put my hand in it. So I think I'm going to start, okay, let's hope that you guys can see this, okay? Okay. Alrighty, I need room on my, sometimes I like to film out in the other room, but it's hard for me to use this light out there because it attaches to the computer. And I don't have a computer out there, so. But anyway, so let's get started. So what I do is I just do a light brush, not too hard. And I kind of just do it like around the edges so that I can spread the paint around with the blender brush. Okay. So that's good for that area for now. And then I gotta decide what brush I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use this one. Oh, and also make sure you have paper towel so that you can do that to it, like drip all the excess water off. Okay, and now I'm gonna use water on it and spread it all out. And not to worry if it's not enough, you can always go over it again. If you need to go over it again, well, it's spreading really nicely, so that's good. And don't worry about if it goes over the part that you're coloring, like over the edge here, because that's all a part of watercolor painting. So what I'm doing here is I'm spreading the paint out to cover the area. So far it's looking good. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry for a second. And then I'm gonna go back over with the color. Because actually I didn't press hard enough. I'm just gonna go and add a little bit more here and there. It's funny, I went too light. Okay, that should do it. Sorry if you guys hear noise upstairs. They have 2 young kids upstairs, so it's kind of noisy sometimes. Oop, I missed a little branch over here. Okay. Just checking. Okay, so that part looks good. I may go over it because I'm going to layer this anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go back over it after. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where all the grass and everything is over here. Grass is always easy to start with, right? Like, I'm not sure if these are leaves right here, but I'm just going to paint them as grass, and then I can always go back over it after. Okay. should be a little better. Actually, I'm going to use the bigger one. Oop, too much water. Yeah, this part's almost dry already. Okay. Again, I'm using the yellow-green number 3 from the Chromatex 54 watercolor brush pen set. And I always shake it in between as well, so... So I'm still, like I said to you guys, I'm relatively new to this, so I might even make mistakes, like I make a mistake in that first picture. So again, I'm just learning as I go along. So for me, coloring is an adventure, right? If you make mistakes, oh well, you just move on. Okay, I don't want to say I never throw away pages that I make a mistake on, because that's not true. If I make a really big mistake, yeah, then I throw the page away. If I make little mistakes that people can still see, for me, it doesn't matter. I just, you know, call the page done and try not to fix it anymore, right? So, I have in the past thrown away ripped up some pages that were so terrible, like I couldn't even fix it. But that very rarely happens to me when I'm coloring. I mean, I do go through phases where that's spreading nicely. I go through phases where I don't know what color to color something, and I might put it away for a couple days and just go back to it again. Once I decide on what color I want. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. These spots right here, I'm going to leave. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to color over them. I was just going to leave them blank because I'm going to go over with a darker paintbrush after. Yeah, you really have to be gentle with these pens. It might look like I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, but I'm actually using it really lightly. You guys might not be able to see it, but it is getting green down here. Very light, because this is a light green. Like over here, after it dried, it got really like yellowy green. Okay, just wait for that to dry for a second. Oh, always make sure you have a page in the back behind in case it goes through, and so you can do stuff like this, what I'm doing here right now, then you don't get paint on, or markers, whatever you want to use. You don't get it on your table. I think I gotta get a little bit more water out over this one. Oh, there we go. Look at that, how it's spreading, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Spreading really nicely. The funny thing about these pens is they go down like a marker, but then after when it's completely dry, it feels like paint. That's what I noticed on the other page that I did. So like, you can't really tell. Like over here, this is starting to feel like paint over here, and it's actually looking really nice. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Just want to make sure I'm still filming. Good. Okay, gotta shake that guy up a little bit. There we go. And again, you squeeze it and then put some out, but not too much. One thing about watercolor paints, because I've tried a few watercolor paints, is that you don't rush with it. It does take time for it to blend and stuff. It's not like a coloring with regular markers where you can be done really quickly, right? And I'm not too worried about these lines on here. They will go away at some point, and it'll probably give it a really nice grassy effect. Okay, let's continue over here now. Okay, I'm assuming that this is grass here as well. Yeah, this part right here, you guys, is turning out really nice. Ooh, I think that's part of the stump. Well, I'll just leave it like that and I'll cover over that part. But there's like grass right here and this looks like part of the stump. Or I could just leave it in and make it like an effect that the grass is growing on the stump there. Alright, yeah, like I said, this is not a very fast process. That's why sometimes these pages take a while to do, because there's lots of like painting and blending and then layering but the effects are just so beautiful when it's finished. It's wrinkling the page a little bit, but not that bad. And it's good that these are all one-sided, so you don't need to worry about if it damages the page behind. Okay, we're at 26 minutes. Basically, I'll just color with these until I get tired. Which will probably be in another half an... Oh, no. There's too much water there. See what happened? Can you guys see? The tip got pretty white there because there was a whole bunch of water right there. So basically, I gotta... Because it wasn't giving me any color. Which is kind of odd when you think about it, when you use... So I'm just giving it a good shake. Yeah, it's starting to come down again. There we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. That's all you have to do really, is just give it a shake and then see how the color came back down into the tip. Can you guys see that? Whereas the tip was like really white a minute ago. And basically when you're using watercolor paints or like pens, you just color the way you want, and however it turns out, it turns out. That's how it's meant to be, right? So far, these are my favorite, these pens. And I'm using it really, okay, they say you're not supposed to use it like a marker, which is what I'm doing. Okay. However, you're supposed to do it really lightly. Let's see here. Yeah, if you ever purchase these, make sure you watch the video and it tells you like stuff like do's and don'ts. Okay, I need more water on this. And you know what? If there ends up being spaces that turn out to be white in the end, that's all part of the watercolor process, the way I look at it. There are no mistakes in anything that you do. Like Bob Ross always says, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. I don't know if any of you guys remember Bob Ross. I remember when I was younger, I used to spend out like lots of every time his show was on, I'd just watch it from beginning till end all the time, because I was so like mesmerized by like just how he painted and everything like that. And he always used to have like animals on his show. He'd have a squirrel, a pet squirrel that he was taking care of, or I don't know, a fox, I want to say. I really can't remember all the animals, but if you guys are interested, and you guys haven't heard about Bob Ross, Bob Ross does have a lot of videos on YouTube. And I do have the Bob Ross color by number book that he put out, or that they put out, because he's no longer alive anymore. And I have used watercolor paints in it, but on Amazon they have tons of Bob Ross stuff. I thought I saw that they had Bob Ross watercolor paints now, so alright, let's do that area. Not sure how this is looking to you guys on your end there, but to me it looks pretty good. The funnest part is going to be when I start to add the other color over top. That's where it's going to really look nice when I blend it. Because on all these parts right here. Alrighty. Shaking it again. The tip looks good. It's full of ink. Or I should say full of watercolor. Would I buy these sets again? Absolutely. If they came out with a new set of these watercolors with different colors in it, would I buy it? Absolutely. I am definitely sold on these pens. Do I recommend these to people? 1000%. Alrighty. Okay, so let's take this, because I just want to see how this flat one's going to work. And just kind of go over it. And I see on the end there that there's green on it, so it is like blending it. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a minute. Okay, so I think for these areas right here, I'm going to try this emerald green, or should I try this regular green? So number 37 is regular green. Might be too dark. Yeah, I think emerald green is the way to go. Because if you look at the two shades, 37 and number 5, 37 is very dark, right? And number 5 right here is a lot lighter than 37 right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use 5. Okay, let me see if I can find number 5. So this is number 5. And I'll just show you guys on the paper. Okay. Remember, it goes down dark and then it gets lighter after. Okay, so while this is drying on this side, I'm going to go in over here and just add a little bit of green. So number 5, okay. Number 5 and the color is emerald. Emerald green. Okay, this one I have to do a little bit at a time. Let me try this square blender, see how this works out. Okay, you guys, can you see how the colors kind of blended into each other? Okay, so I think this flat brush is not the best brush to use for that area there. So I'm going to switch over to this brush. Alrighty. Back again with the number 5 emerald green. Okay. So you guys, what I'm going to try to do, I'm really bad at doing this, but I'm going to try to link the links to the book and to these markers on both Amazon Canada and Amazon.com as well. Okay. There's a little spot right here that I didn't color all the way up and it didn't spread up all the way. So I'm going to have to go back over that later. I like how it's spreading down like this. I hope that you guys can see that. Okay. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Again, the finishing product, it's better to see it when it's completely dry, right? Like over here, I like how it's still very wet. trying to spread it down a bit more so there's a bit more of the darker green down here. Sorry if you see my face. 40 minutes, okay. Okay, number 5, emerald green. Let's continue. So I think I'm just going to work on this grass today, and I'm going to end the video. And then I'll continue on another day. So we'll just keep working until I'm done this part. And then in the next video, I will show you guys what it looks like when it's dry. Just added a bit more green here as well so that I can blend it down a bit. So because I put the green up here, I'm going to make this part the branch, and then this part the branch, and then this is going to have the green, like, grass growing on it. Okay. Let's continue on here. Sorry if you go quiet. If I go quiet, you guys, I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing here. It's going to be so fun to see how it turns out when it's dry. I can already tell how nice this is going to turn out when it's dry. So after I do this layer, I'm not going to touch it again until it's dry, and then I might add some more color to it. Maybe a little bit of like a greeny brown or... So right now I'm just pressing really lightly. All right, I think I'm going to call that a video. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a fun time showing you guys these watercolor pens and how I use them in coloring in this watercolor coloring book. Again, it's this coloring book, and it's the Chromatex watercolor brush pens. So this will be part 2 because the first one was just a small part. So please join me in part 3, and I look forward to making another video for you guys. Have a good day, everybody. Love to you all. See you in the next video. Love and hugs. Bye for now.